tough, people are bored, people are stressed. A great relief for that is painting. I love DIY paint. I am a DIY retailer and a furniture artist. I've been looking around my house to find out what I can paint. And I think I'm gonna start with my front door. My front door is an old wood door with many coats of paint, but I think it could use one more, and with the bright colors of DIY paint, I think I will find the perfect color. Since I'm going to be painting my door, I figured my side door could use a makeover too. My side door is a metal door, so I'm curious to see how it's going to take the paint. Now for the hard part, paint selection. DIY paint has so many colors, I didn't even know where to start. Since there were so many colors to choose from, I decided to pick two of my favorites. The first color I chose was Fancy Farm Girl. I'm going to use that on my side door, and I've painted many pieces with it and just love it. Next up was brush selection, and there was really only one choice. I love my Paint Pixie brushes. I chose the Little D, which is a little bit smaller, and I thought would work great on my door. Next, how to start to paint the door. Did you know there are actually directions for which way you should paint? I decided not to use those and just get started. Remember, this was the metal door. I started on my side first, and I was surprised as how well the DIY paint covers. DIY is a clay-based paint that really can stick to anything. The Little D was really good at getting in on the trim. I really wasn't worried if I got a little on the glass. I knew I could remove it easily later. Could have taped off the area that had the lock and the doorknob, but I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get painting. Once again, I know I can easily remove the DIY paint later, but if you're worried, taping might be a good idea. I was really surprised at how well the paint covered. Remember, this started out as a red metal door. This is only the first coat. The great thing about DIY paint is you can tell when it's dry. It does lighten a little bit when it dries, so you know when it's ready for the next coat. Don't worry, the color will darken up again when you apply your top coat. It was time for the second coat. While the paint was drying on my side door, I decided to tackle my front door. I chose DIY paint in Mermaid Tail, which is a perfect color for spring. It's also bright and cheerful. Unfortunately, my Little D paintbrush was already in Fancy Farm Girl, so I chose my Dusty brush, which was a little bit bigger than I needed for my front door. I really couldn't get the trim well with my Dusty brush because it was so large from Paint Pixie, so I got out my French tip, also from Paint Pixie, which did a great job at filling in smaller areas. First coat was done, and now we wait and watch paint dry. I love watching DIY paint lighten as it dries. When we got done with the doors, I had to seal them because I live in Michigan. And even though there's a screen door, DIY paint will reactivate unless you put some sort of a sealer over it. Now you could use an outdoor sealer if you have one, and that might be a good idea, but I didn't have any. So I'm using DIY Big Top, which is also water-based, and there's no VOCs, and it's all natural, no fumes with using this product. And I put 2 coats right over my paint. I used a foam brush for application here. I thought it would help with the drips. I also did not wait the recommended 24 hours. I think if you're gonna do your front door and you're not impatient like I am, you really should let the paint harden and dry for 24 hours before applying the top coat. All the products that you saw in this video are available on my website. You can go to my website, www.theturnedleg.com, and just click the shop button. All items will be shipped right to you. First coat of Big Top is done. You will notice when you apply the Big Top, it does darken up the paint, but it will lighten as it dries. Now to remove the paint on the glass. I first tried wet wipes, but it really wasn't working very well for me. So I upgraded and got out my razor blade, which worked really well. To clean up the paint shavings, I used the hose attachment on my vacuum. It cleaned them up really quickly and didn't disturb the finish. I also applied Big Top to the side door. What a makeover. DIY Paint did a great job not only on my metal side door, but my wood front door. All I had to do was apply 2 coats of paint, and then I applied 1 coat of Big Top. I may go back and add 1 more just to make sure it holds up through Michigan winters, but I was really happy with the results. What do you think? Do you like it? Comment below. Did you like this video? If so, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe. And stay tuned for more salvaging, repurposing, and creating.